Hello and welcome to the corner of the world where we are talking about the things that you won't hear from mainstream parenting, where you are not told, where it's pushed under the rug. And today's conversation is all about how your nervous system is shaping your child's life. Now, this may seem really intense, but we need to talk about this because here's what you need to know. Okay. I feel like there's so much information coming through. I'm actually wearing my hat today because sometimes when a lot of wisdom and channel messages are coming through and it's overwhelming, the hat actually really helps. So that is why I'm wearing a hat. So let's just see what's coming forward first. Okay, so your child, their programming, how they see the world, how they're going to navigate the world when they are adults, comes down to a couple different things. The first one is what programming and belief systems you are holding on to. The second one is how they are experiencing their life, and especially in those first 7 years. I talk about this so much. This is why I created Sovereign Child Foundations, because you need to know how to best support them in those first 7 years so they remain sovereign and remain intuitive and continue to love themselves and don't hold on to trauma. Just putting that out there. And the third part is their energetic blueprint and the connection between their energetic blueprint and your energetic blueprint. Now, the thing that will affect each of these categories is your nervous system. Because if you are dysregulated, your child will be dysregulated. So here's the beautiful thing that happens. You have a sacred bond with your child, so much deeper than, again, mainstream parenting will tell you. In this energetic corner of the world, we are talking about how your very makeup is in your child, how there are beautiful energetic threads between you and your child, that you have soul contracts with your child, that your child chose you specifically because of the lessons that you are being called to learn in this lifetime. And you chose them, or they chose you because of the lessons that they are being called to learn. And you chose them because of the lessons that you're being called to learn. You will find that when you begin to dig into this world, chances are you've had multiple lifetimes with your child. They may not have been in that same dynamic of mother and child, but you have witnessed their energy. And now, here's the thing. If you are dysregulated, if you are coming from a place of fear, anxiety, worry, if you feel rushed about time, this used to be a huge one for myself. If you feel like there's never enough time, or you need to be perfect, or you have to do things a certain way, or someone else will get upset and things never go the way you want it to, if you feel you need control, chances are your nervous system is dysregulated. If you are having trouble sleeping, if you are burnt out, I actually just experienced this past weekend where my body just shut down on me, where I was lying in bed, I was crying my eyes out because I couldn't handle everything. I was holding on to too much. And I realized that my daughter was also showing the same signs of nervous system dysregulation. And it was only because of me. Because when you are dysregulated, your child picks that up. Not only do they pick it up by hearing you speak differently, maybe there's more aggression, maybe there's more frustration, maybe there's more shortness in how you communicate with them. Maybe you show them less love. Maybe they feel rushed. And beneath that, they also feel your energy. Because your energy, your energetic body, the one that connects with all of your chakras, your auric field, that is continuously sending out messages and information into the quantum field, that because your kids are so deeply connected to you, they pick that up. And they pick that up so quickly. Another way they pick this up when you are dysregulated is because the moment skin touches skin, your cells communicate. So the moment that you are dysregulated and you hug your child, or maybe you're putting on their socks or their clothes, your skin touches and they receive that information loud and clear. Danger, danger, threat, there's something wrong. And it takes them out of that balanced space. Now, if you're on this journey of wanting to raise a sovereign child and keep them sovereign and protect them in those first 7 years so that they have confidence and empowerment and feel safe in their body and in relationships and know that abundance is their birthright and can see past the veil of illusion, can see past the lies and the programming that has been instilled in society. If you want to raise a little light worker who's here to change the collective consciousness, which I know you are because you're still watching this video, then you have to regulate your nervous system. And the way that you do this is by nervous system regulating practices. So this can be, actually I have to put my tea down. One of the really simple and quick ones that you can do is you actually just grab your ear and kind of like slightly pull it. And I go through like my whole ear, my earlobe, and then I run my fingers down my neck. And I wait until I get a little like goosebump. And if you have a yawn release through this, then it's even more powerful because it's turning on your parasympathetic nervous system and it puts you into that rest and digest. I do it on both earlobes, and usually this instantly takes me out of that fight or flight. Another really powerful way is to cross your arms over each other. Cross your arms over each other and just lovingly, but with force, alternating taps, closing your eyes, taking some deep breaths. And that as well will activate your nervous system, your parasympathetic nervous system, and this will begin to regulate you. Now, I'm no expert in this, but I do know these little tools that will help and the importance of doing it on an energetic level. Because if in those first 7 years you were constantly dysregulated, especially if you were dysregulated in that first year, even 2 years, 1 year, thank you. If you are dysregulated in that first year, which how common is this? Because that postpartum experience, there's no support there. There's very little support there. Everyone's checking in on the baby. You're rarely checked in on yourself. You're going through so much of maybe grieving your old identity and having to let go of any and all freedom. Maybe your body's changed a lot. Maybe you're experiencing a lot of pain. Like that first year, for a lot of women, myself included, it's like the biggest spiritual awakening. It takes you down the rabbit hole of who the heck am I? How am I supposed to do this? I don't know if I can do this, along with all the other beliefs around what is right and wrong, how to parent your child, how to take care of yourself. And so if you're dysregulated in that first year, when your child's root chakra is primarily being developed, I do a whole video on what chakra is being developed at what time. So you can check that out. I'll add it below. Maybe I'll add it somewhere in here. I'll figure that out. And you can check that out as well so you know what chakra your child is developing at what age. But that first year is primarily their root chakra. And this is a time where it's so important for them to be in an environment where they feel safe. They've gone from being inside of you, being so deeply connected to you, to being in an outside world where there's so much space and they're like, what is going on here? And so if you're dysregulated, it's signaling to your child that this is unsafe. The world is unsafe. And I have done many theta healing sessions on children and even my daughter with the feelings of, I don't belong here. I don't belong on earth. I have no idea what happened there. My thing just cut off. So I know my daughter picked up a lot of beliefs from this in herself. And I know the camera probably shut off because I'm seeing something that is that the matrix doesn't want you to know, which is really interesting here. A lot of these kids coming in hold on to this belief that I don't belong here. And a lot of it is picked up from the dysregulation that happens in the birthing process, the dysregulation that happens in that first year postpartum. And when that belief remains there, that is dictating how they're going to navigate the world as they grow up, as they go into adolescence. And now think about it. Think about if you hold on to that belief. If maybe this triggered something in you, you're like, oh my God, I believe that too, and I don't belong here. Or maybe you're like, that is the key to what my child has been experiencing. Now think about, if you are holding on to this belief, how are you showing up in the world? Does money flow to you effortlessly? Do you feel supported in your relationships? Or is there the feelings that the other shoe's going to drop, or that good things can't happen to you? Or maybe you just keep navigating place to place and you just don't feel like home. Now, I know you don't want that for your kids. And this isn't like a guilt trip. This isn't you're doing a terrible job because you were dysregulated in that first year. Because the beauty about working with energetics is that you can always go back and clear it. The beauty about living in a quantum reality is that the work that you do now to clear the energy, to align the energy, to do any repair work, to reprogram your subconscious mind, it literally changes the past. Let that sink in. It changes the past. So by you doing this work and focusing on the energy and letting go of those limiting beliefs that you have around control, around need, around time, all these beliefs that keep you dysregulated, and even just making a list for yourself, asking yourself, like, why do I feel dysregulated? Why do I feel stressed? Why do I feel anxious? And see what comes up. See what those bottom beliefs are. That is an amazing first step for you to be able to come to a more regulated place. But in the moment to moment experiences, if you feel it coming up, do practices like the ear, crossing your arms over. Another one you can do is Om chants. Om clears your energy. I use it for myself. My daughter now uses it when she's dysregulated, which is amazing because she's only 2 and she's chanting. She's regulating herself because she sees me do it. She sees me modeling it. So doing the practices, finding those belief systems in yourself and clearing that will stop you from actually entering into that space of dysregulation, because you're no longer energetically charged by whatever the situation is. And then if there was any damage done to your child that through that dysregulation, here's where the energetic work comes in. Here is where realigning their energy, clearing out their chakras, supporting their nervous system, giving them the programs and the downloads and activations so they do feel like this is their home. They do feel like they're unconditionally supported. They do feel like they're unconditionally loved. And here is where Sovereign Child Foundations comes in. Here is where Sovereign Child Academy, where we go even deeper for 6 months of doing all of this work, talking about the belief systems, talking about the energy clearing, we even talk about spirits in this video, but talking about spirit interaction and their auric field and how to read their energy and learn how to do all of this. That's another space for you. Because I'm not going to tell you all this and be like, see ya, good luck with your endeavors of raising a sovereign child. I'm here to support you because I've been doing this for close to 10 years of working on the mother-child relationship, clearing the belief systems in moms, so that way the child no longer has to hold on to it. Because by you regulating your nervous system, by you releasing these limiting beliefs that no longer serve you, by you supporting your child's energy, you are breaking cycles. You are raising a child outside of the matrix, a child who believes in themselves, who knows their potential, who knows that they are infinite beings, who knows how to also heal themselves. And I don't know about you, but that just gave me a whole wave of truth bumps, because that is really the movement here. That is why I'm doing all of this, because this work is so much more important than you and I. This work is about raising the next generation of light leaders and workers and healers that are going to shift the conscious collective. And it's just so exciting. And so if this resonated with you today, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let me know in the comments what nervous system practice worked best for you, or just let me know what part of this at all resonated with you, because I'm here to support you. I'm here to be on this journey with you. I'm not any better than anyone else here. I just had a freak out the other day, but I did these practices. I cleared my daughter. So I know that when nervous system dysregulation does happen, I'm okay. I cleared the guilt to myself. And I did this all through clearing it at a somatic neurological, and energetic level. And this is what I'm teaching you inside of my containers. So whether it's Sovereign Child Foundations, which teaches you the first 7 years and the importance of it and what to do to best support your kids, or you really dive deep into Sovereign Child Academy to have more personal one-on-one support and help and community, whatever it is that you're feeling called to, maybe it's just this video. I love you. I see you. I honor you. I thank you for being a part of this journey with me. And until next time, bye.